Nubian community. Okay, yeah, I got it right. Now, we'll be talking about blockchain technology in relation to Eternity and what Eternity has to offer in the blockchain space. I will just give a quick overview of what blockchain is. I'll just make it brief and quick because everyone joining, we are all blockchain guys. We understand what blockchain technology is, and we can take it up from there. Now, blockchain technology originally was created to build the Bitcoin cryptocurrency, or we can call it the Bitcoin protocol. Okay, now it was built to create the Bitcoin cryptocurrency, to create a decentralized way of transaction. Okay, and going forward, we start seeing projects come on board to see how they can apply the technology in solving real world use cases and problems. Now we see projects like Namecoin coming. Namecoin was the first. Um, Namecoin was the first alternative coin. Was the first altcoin in the market. Please mute yourself if you're joining us. Please, guys, just mute yourself. When you join, just mute. It's very easy to do. All right, now project like Ethereum came on board to solve the problem of to create an enabling environment for developers to begin to build on the blockchain, to build real-world decentralized application. Now, decentralized applications are applications built on the blockchain. Now, Ethereum to date has a problem of scalability. Now, we see a lot of discussions around this. Yesterday, we did a poll yesterday on Twitter we saw Ethereum had the lowest votes yesterday, because if you understand how the sequence of blockchain work, and if you are a developer and you want to apply it in solving real world use cases, you understand that Ethereum is not, it's kind of slow, and it's the scalability, and it's very kind of expensive. Now, Eternity is a scalable open source blockchain, or a scalable decentralized blockchain um, platform. Okay. All right. Please, if you just join us, please just mute yourself. Okay. Just mute yourself. If you join us, please just mute yourself so we can go on. Now, an open source, Eternity is an open source blockchain 3.0 apps platform. Now, apps platform is a platform for building decentralized application or building real world solutions. Now, 3.0 is Bitcoin is 1.0, blockchain 1.0. We can say Ethereum is blockchain 2.0 because it took the technology further in solving real world use cases. Now, Eternity is blockchain 3.0. It came to solve the problem of scalability, solving current problems of scalability, of efficiency, um, of reward utilizing reward data in building. And we'll talk about this reward data when we start talking about oracles. Please, if you joined us now, please mute yourself. Please, that's the general guideline for joining the meeting. Just mute yourself, and it's very easy to do. Now we'll talk about smart contract security and all of that. Now let's go forward. Now talk about scalability. Now, because of the issue of having lots of data on the blockchain might become slow. When you have lots of data on the blockchain might become slow. So Eternity provides state channels. Now, state channels provide a method for users to privately communicate and transact off-chain, off the blockchain. Now, Eternity method for reducing the on-chain load. Now, if you have more load if you're a developer and you're building, you understand what we're trying to say. Now, if you're working with real data and on the blockchain, you understand that it can get slow when there are much data, and Eternity provides a way to take it off chain using state channels. Now, I'll show you guys something quick. I'll show you guys something quick on this on dake.org. Dake.org has an educational material on Eternity Development 101. So it's more of please mute yourself, guys. Please mute yourself. It's very easy to do. It's responsible to do. Please mute yourself. Thank you, guys. Now let's go on. Now let's look at wow, wow. Okay, let me go and look for this person and mute the person. Wow. All right, let's go on.
Is there food?
Now,
Is there steam in this house?
wow.
Please
Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Stop. God, Jesus. Please mute yourself. Stop distracting us. You are matured. We are all matured people. Please mute yourself. Thank you, guys. All right, let's go on. Now we talk about state channels. State channels. Wow. We talk about state channels and the application for state channels. Now you can come here and watch these videos. State channels on Eternity. You can watch it. It's very short. It's a 6-minute video. It explains all about state channels and how Eternity provides state channels to take transaction off chain. Now it's only it gave an example using Bob and Alice cartoons, so it can be easy for you to understand. Because of time, we won't be playing it, but come here, you see there. All right, let's go on. Now, oracles. Oracles are a source of information which can be accessed on the blockchain. Anyone can be an oracle provider. You talk about oracle, for example, if you're building a project and you're working with APIs, application programming interface or whatever, or stuff like that. You're working with an API, you're collecting data from a source and you're working it with your app. For example, I know most of us here are developers and most of us here are not developers, so I'm trying to maintain a balance so I don't confuse those who are not developers. So if you're working with data, Eternity provides a way for you to interact with real world data, and apply it using on the blockchain. Now we have a video here also for that blockchain oracles on Eternity. You come here and you watch it on Darkade.org. Now let's go on. Now we talk about Cuckoo Cycle proof of work. Now this Cuckoo Cycle, it's a method of mining. A lot of us are familiar with mining, to earn cryptocurrencies when you solve problems, calculations, and you add transaction to the blockchain, you get rewarded in cryptocurrency. Now Eternity uses currently, if you want to join a mining pool with your laptop, you have to have a high processing power on your laptop to be able to do this. And most time, if your laptop is below 4 gig RAM and all of that, your system may crash. Now Eternity uses maximizes your memory space, so you can mine Eternity tokens, and with to the best use of your memory space, so your system doesn't run into any issue. So it's very easy to mine Eternity tokens. Now we talk about why Eternity. Now this is the question: why Eternity? Eternity smart contract approach. Now smart contracts are predefined codes or predefined programs, written, to be able to give predefined results in simple terms. Now, a smart contract, it's like saying, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. So you don't have to be there for your smart contract to work. For example, you build a smart contract to solve the problem of let's say of voting, and you say, if this person votes, and all of that. We'll go further to check how Eternity solves the problem of voting with our governance app. There's a reward application to this already created and it's out there. Now we'll talk about smart contract. Now, contract execution should be safe, efficient, cheap, and scalable. Now, if you come here to Darkade.org, you will see, let's go to the next chapter. We'll talk about intro to smart contract editor, how to write code and to write smart contract, build institutionalized apps, and all of that. You come here also, you watch this YouTube video. It's very straight to the point and easy for you. Now, we have a programming language called Sophia. Sophia is a new reason-like programming language invented for the eternity visual machine. Now, the eternity visual machine, it's originally um, it was created as it was the Firebase editor. Okay, Firebase editor. Now, most of us here may not be programmer, so I won't be familiar with this, but it's an alternative to the Eternity smart contract editor, intro to the smart contract editor, it's an alternative, and it was, developed more to become an Eternity Studio, Eternity Studio. So when you write Eternity, developers write smart contract that run on Eternity blockchain in Sophia. Now, Sophia is very easy to learn. Okay, it's very easy to learn. You come here and see, and so it's you have an introduction to Sophia and all of that, and it's very easy to learn. And to get more resources, come on eternity.com if you want to learn about blockchain programming and blockchain development. Come on eternity.com and you learn. All right, let's go back. Let's search again. Eternity.com. All right, so you come here and you learn about, let me show you guys additional resources. You can also get additional resources on the Daki.org platform. If you're taking the course, you see now you come here, the additional documentations, examples on GitHub, code highlighting, VS Code and all of that. And we'll talk about Sophia course basic and Sophia course intermediate. Now, if you want to learn about programming, now let's go on. Now, the Sophia Alternative Smart Contract programming language is unique. It's easy. It's typed in the functional style. A functional style of programming, it's like what you give in is what you get out. Input equals to output. It doesn't have any side effect. Okay, so when you write a code to say do this, when this equals to this, do this, like you're making an iteration in JavaScript, it gives you the same results because it's written in a functional style. Okay, you talk about building on eternity in a fast and efficient way. AE Studio, like I said earlier, the AE Studio, it's there was a smart contract programming platform that Eternity created. Like I said before, it was developed now to become an AE Studio. It was formerly the Fire Editor. It was developed to become an AE Studio as an alternative for you to build in a more efficient way. If you're not using the Eternity smart contracts, let me show you. Let me show you guys the Eternity smart contract. Editor, so you can see if I can find it here, so I can show you guys. Okay, I'll get it and post it on the comment section so you can quickly go on. All right, let's talk about the superhero platform. Now let me show you the superhero platform. Now this platform, it's one of the highlights and the key discussion point for tonight. The superhero platform, it's newly launched. It was launched not quite long by the Eternity blockchain. Now, this platform, it's a platform that gives room for supporting, what you love. Now, for supporting what you love, you come here, you see lots of people tipping people, 69 euro and all of that and all of that and all of that. I also tip people here. This is my tip also that I tipped a guy for creating a good content on our platform, on our WhatsApp group. And we have a WhatsApp group. I encourage you all to join. I'll give Hilary the link to the group so you all can join and make a special announcement to us at the later end of the platform. Now, the Subaru platform is a peer-to-peer social platform which empowers people to support people without intermediaries. Now we talk about raising a fund. If you want to get funding, you may use GoFundMe, and GoFundMe it's like an intermediary. They charge you fees for they charge you fees for getting they charge you fees for getting your fund. For example, you raise a fund and people give to you, they collect a percentage for that. And most times, this stuff require verification and all of that. So you may get disqualified when it's time for you to get, because maybe you're from Nigeria, and all of that, or you're from a country that they may not want to give access to and all of that. So if the platform is a country-centered platform, like we talk about, if they are more of a European platform for raising funds, you may not be able to get access to your fund at the end of the day. But with the superhero platform, you get access to your fund. And I'll show you a good example of someone that raised, this is for a life aid fund, giving someone for good work, for social good. And this is a life aid funding, and the person received it directly to his wallet without third parties. You withdraw it and use it for your project immediately. All right, now let's go on. Now, from artists that brings joy to people, to open source developers that build, educators that raise, medical groups, non-profits, organization, communities, you can raise, you can support them using the superhero platform. And that's, the vision. We look at bringing, creating, we talk about mass adoption of the blockchain protocol, the blockchain technology, and this is a good way to be able to bring in large communities into a place to be able to receive support. And that's the idea of creating the superhero platform. We talk about the mission of the superhero is to liberate users from their data being collected and sold, their actions being tracked and used for target marketing, third parties profiting off people's sending and receiving support, which I talked about earlier, third parties taking an unfair cut for creators' work. If you are a graphic designer, an artist, and you talk about posting your artwork on platforms, and they take some cuts from the money you get they may take some cuts from it also. And this is what we aim at solving using the superhero platform. We talk about wait times for release of support received, which I talked about. You may have wait times. Now, giving up or granting fee license rights to the IP and all of that. And we aim at solving this. Talk about now how to get the superhero platform. We made it so accessible. We have the browser extension. If you're using the Chrome browser, it's on the Chrome store. You can get a browser extension. The Chrome app, you can get a mobile app, and and you can get the app on Apple Store also. Now, this is an example of how the interface looks like, which let me show you again right here. Let me put on my wallet so you can see exactly. Like, man, I have some A in my wallet. Okay, what's 140 USD, right? Now, this is how it works. Now, if you come down here, this is a tutorial on it. Now, if you go on super a kind of a tutorial, a brief tutorial on how to use it. And if you have the app, you have this tutorial to teach you how to use. Now, this short guide will walk you through the superhero wallet, the app, and its features. Now, we'll talk about, you see this, it explains this is the account info where you get your balance. Next, talk about how to send tip. If you want to tip someone, let me go on my Twitter and show you an example that it's not, if you have, because I have the browser extension on, you see it in action right away. You see that I can tip from Twitter directly, and it's a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool. Now look right here. You see that I can tip from Twitter. Okay, let's use this as an example. You see this tweet post. I can tip it, because I have the brand. It's a powerful tool. I can tip this guy and I'll let him know that, hey, I gave you some fund, I gave you some fund, and you can receive this fund also. And I let him know, and wow, it says thank you for your good work, thank you for supporting my work, and he gets his fund. Okay, I just showed us an example. It's very powerful. I can tip a website, I can tip once you have the extension on, you can support, and this is an example that I just wanted to show us. Now let's go forward. This is a wallet, the details. um, you can send tip, you can receive tip also. Okay, let me take us through the tutorial like I was doing earlier, so we can know in case you want to create the giveaway that we'll be having. We're going to be using the Superhero wallet to do the giveaway. Now I have my funds on the Superhero wallet, so you are going to also be receiving it through the Superhero wallet. I can do it outside of the platform, so it's very easy to create. You create, and I'll just tip you and get your fund. Okay, it's very easy to get. Now let's go, and we'll give you details of the how to get the giveaway and how to become part of it. I think Hillary will do that, or I'll do it anyway. So now you tip a URL. You can get a URL, a URL of a website, and you tip the website, and you let them know that hey, you supported their work. They can come and claim it. You can claim your tip here. If I have a tip that someone tip me on the platform, I can come here to claim my tip. Your activity shows tips you receive, tips you send, what's your account, as the activities of your account. You can top up. If you come here to top up, you take it to the AE store to get AE, so you can buy AE and fund your wallet and then use it. You can withdraw it also. It's withdrawable. If I tip you, for example, 20 USD in AE tokens, you can withdraw it to any exchange that AE is listed, and you sell. It's your money. You can use it for whatever you want. And this is the settings. Okay, this is the setting. Now let's go back to this. So I just wanted us to have a quick run through of the platform and all of that. Now let's go on. We'll talk about the .chain name. .chain name, it's in simple terms, it's a way of you securing a name. So like for example, check here, Success Oganiru .chain. I'm securing my name. And the idea of creating this is to have reward application and reward use cases of securing your domain name on the blockchain. If we're familiar with use case ideas discussed more recently and over the years, we see about creating decentralized web, and we see that if you have a domain name, you buy it from a third party um, service provider, maybe a hosting company. They sell you domain name, and I basically that it does not belong to you in a way, although it belongs to you because you paid for it, but because it's being controlled by a third party, it does not belong to you in a way. So they can wake up one morning and the server shuts down, bush, and then you lose your website, your domain name, and all of that. And we look at creating a way for you to secure your domain name on the blockchain, and that's what the chain. And let me show you an example. Names, you can get a name, you can unction a name. It's decentralized. Like you can get a domain name, you can unction, you can also claim a domain name also. And here shows the list of names. So if this is the idea of having a chain name, so you can have the overall idea of having it. Now this is the governance app to show you. We have this. Let me copy the link to this video and post it on the comment section, so you can all right, you can check on it also. Now let's go on. Now if you come here, you see the governance app in action. You can create polls, you can get voting. We had the reward use of the æternity protocol for an election in just an election in the departmental units in just, and an election was done, and it was awesome. Now let's go forward. Now, chain name, like I showed you guys, it's very easy now to get it on chain using the Superhero platform. Now, talk about eternity on-chain voting, which I showed you guys. You can create an on-chain voting, and people can vote, and talk about this is a sample pool, which you can create yours also. If you come on the AE forum, you can see how you can create. Let me show you the AE forum. This is okay, forum.de, yeah. forum.eternity. You can create a wallet, an account on the forum, and you can create polls and get people to come vote on the blockchain. And it's very easy. So I encourage all of us after this meeting, go on the forum and create an account and get familiar with the forum. You also join the WhatsApp group. So if you need any help, I can help you. Now, this is a real world application of Eternity. It was used to track cannabis in Uruguay. I've talked about supply chain tracking of goods and services, like the Walmart applied this also in real world. Eternity has been used to do this also. All right, now let's go on. This is a graffiti app for securing your artwork on the blockchain. Now, Eternity is ready. You can use Eternity to build decentralized applications, for your maybe your startup or whatever. You can use Eternity because it's very easy to use. Eternity gives room for you using JavaScript, Python, PHP, and it's very easy. Come here, take the course. You understand how easy it is. I built a decentralized application with zero knowledge on the platform. I had no idea about blockchain development, and I started blockchain development using the Eternity protocol, and it was very easy for me to apply. If you come here, you see some submissions and you see people learning and building, projects and all of that, and getting familiar with blockchain programming. All right, let's quickly go on. Eternity is built with Erlang. Erlang, it's the programming language was used to build WhatsApp. It gives room for having more large communication system, and it scales over time. That's why Eternity is the best project for scalability, and it surpasses Ethereum, surpasses Ripple, and other like Stellar and all of the Eternity surpasses them. And also you can join our vibrant community. Please come on our WhatsApp group. We're having a webinar tomorrow. We have a superhero an event coming up, a superhero event coming up next week Wednesday. We'll be having a webinar tomorrow by 8 p.m. tomorrow, and I want all of us to be there. We'll be having giveaways for sure. We'll also be telling you how to get started on we'll be having a contest. Let me quickly show you this. So you can learn more about Eternity, learn more about the project. This is the event coming up. We have great speakers, Ben Adams, great guys coming on board to speak on it. So please join our WhatsApp group and get more information. Join our AMA tomorrow that I'll be having by 8 p.m. And you can come here and click on the WhatsApp group. Let me take this link and post so you can just quickly join us on this tomorrow. All right, now let's move on to question and answer because we are short of time. Now, thank you, Hilary. So let's go on to the question and answer. So Hilary, you can come up with the question and answer. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me confirm. Can you guys hear me?
They are muted, so they can't, but they can all hear you. I can hear you, so yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay. To some extent, it might. Okay, we just have about 2 minutes left.
We have 5. We have 5.
Oh, 5. It might be a little bit complex to some people, but I'm sure he was able to do a lot of justice. And this is the thing. The thing is this: the information you've actually learned or you've gotten here is something you can actually build on with time as well. So you can join the group, join the WhatsApp group, get to learn more about the features, get to learn more about not just even Eternity, but also about what blockchain is. Because when you understand blockchain, most of these other blockchain-based projects, something a bit easy for you.
Yeah. And sure, please join the WhatsApp group to join our webinar for next week Wednesday. We are going to be having over an hour discussion, so you can learn much about the centralized finance on Eternity blockchain, learn about Eternity blockchain, and learn a lot. We have all the time to spend there, and please join us for that also. Yeah, Hilary, can continue.
Please, I'd like to. Do you have questions, like people who are currently attending this stuff? Do you have questions about Eternity, about blockchain, about crypto, whatsoever? Do you have questions? Let me hear from the audience.
Okay. If you have questions, please signify and we'll get to you and answer your question. Okay, Star said, yeah, he has a question. So
No. I don't know. That yap was a response when it was a response to my initial question when I was asking if there was clarity in hearing me.
Okay. So maybe you can ask a question, and I'll talk about the giveaway, how to be part of the giveaway, and call it.
Just go ahead. We just have 2 minutes left, so you can just go ahead since there are no questions. So if there are questions, like if you have questions with after probably going through the website, and you want to know more about the features, want to know about blogs,
Yeah.
about crypto, all that, then you can join the WhatsApp group. Once you join the WhatsApp group, drop your questions. Then you see that top guys, people who are much experienced, and you get to learn from them. Okay, please, you can go ahead
Yeah.
with talking about the giveaway and how it works.
Okay, the giveaway we're going to be having is going to be Twitter. It's just going to be something brief. So you just go on Twitter after this event, you tweet about what you learned, and you share the group, and we'll pick from few of them that has quality engagement, and I would come on this platform, on the Zupiro platform, and I'll tip and I'll tip you on that. So that's basically how you get your giveaway. Okay, that's basically how you get your giveaway. Yeah.
Okay, so
So
I'll
I've
just
just come here on Twitter and I check your post and I just hit on tip. It's very easy, and I'll tip you. Then you withdraw and spend your tip. You can claim your tip and spend. Right. So that's very easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll get to have more of these with time. And in case people have questions unanswered, or maybe you might have questions in the future, I just drop my WhatsApp contact here. Send me a message so you get added to the WhatsApp group. And thank you all for attending. And yes, we'll get to connect more, get to grow more, and get to build our experience in the blockchain and the crypto space. So thank you very much, Success, for being our guest and for sharing with us the wealth of your knowledge.
All right. Thank you all. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for attending. Sorry, guys, for the issues we had earlier. We were spammed. And thank you all for also coming back to join us and also being part of this tonight. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a
Yeah,
lovely night's rest.
yeah,
Thank
and you too.
you, Hilary, for having me with your community, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys. See you in some future webinar.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Future webinar next week, Wednesday. Join our WhatsApp group, and yeah. Good
Yeah,
night,
so you could
everyone.
for that stuff will be on WhatsApp.
Yeah, sure. Good night.